that off for me. I pray about it, whatever's going on, because that's beyond my control. I do pray about it because I know He's in control. And I know, like, whatever's going on, it's a reason and it's a purpose behind it, right? Whatever's going on in your life, whatever pain you might be going through, or whatever confusing time you might be experiencing, it's a purpose, it's a plan in that, right? And so I just encourage you guys, as we're going into Easter, or most people say Resurrection Sunday, as we walk into that, right, I encourage you guys to really rest in the Lord. Like, really rest. Not just physical rest. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Not just physical rest, but mentally rest too. Like, really let God download in your spirit. Really let God download in where He wants you to go in your life. Right? Because too many times we're so focused on our age, and we're in age and stage in our life, and we find ourselves comparing ourselves, right? We find ourselves comparing ourselves to other people and their stages and their path. That's their path. That's not your path. That's their life. That's not your life, right? And so I had to really, really turn off some things in my life. I had to turn off some social media. Like, I do partial social media because I do use my social media as a journey. I want you guys to journey and walk with me in my life journey, right? But I don't be on there strolling, because I found myself, when I was strolling on there, I found myself unknowingly and unintentionally comparing myself. And I ain't never been really a jealous, envious girl like that, because I want everybody to win. And I know that's of the enemy, but I noticed lately, before I stopped the strolling, I noticed lately I was comparing myself, because it's, where I'm at in my life is not where I anticipated, right? Like, I was guilty of, when I get to this certain age, or I get to this certain stage, I'm going to be here. So when it didn't happen, I found myself feeling like God wasn't blessing me, or God wasn't there for me, right? And in turn and in tune and in truth, what it was is that God is always there for us. He's always there with us. But He wants us to rely on Him, and not necessarily make plans for yourself, but allow Him to make those plans. Like, go to Him when you have a goal, or you have a dream, or you have a plan set for your life. Don't be married to your plans. Really set that at the feet of Jesus. Really set that at the feet of the Father, and be like, God, I want to do this, or I want to be here at this certain age or stage in my life, but is this in your will? Is this for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this, I know that you can bless me with all things, and I trust you with that. But is this plan, is this goal, is this dream, is this yours? Is this the route that you want me to take? And turn off the naysayers. Turn off the opinions of others. What they doing with their life, we're not worried about what they doing. We only worried about what God has for us. And it's very important that we understand that, because if we can get so caught up in the foolishness and the stuff that's not really necessary for real. And so, what I want to say, my mind is all over the place, you guys, so y'all bear with me. But I just want to say that I'm going to do some new things. I'm going to do some new things with this season of this podcast. I want to thank you guys for, tuning in. Listen, we have been doing this podcast for 5 years, 11 seasons in, and who knew but God? Like, who knew? Of course, God knew, but I didn't know. And as you guys, since season 1, I'm not going to hold you. I didn't want to start this podcast. When God gave me this dream to start this podcast, I'm not going to hold you guys. I was really fearful and afraid, because I felt like, I'm not a journalist. How many of us do this now? I'm not going to hold you. How many of us do this? We start stepping into the imposter syndrome, and we start stepping into doubt. And was just like, God, why are you choosing me to do X, Y, Z? I'm not this, that, and the third. But here's the thing. God used the unqualified, the uncalled. So when He's asking you to do something, you can best believe you can who believe, sure believe, he is going to make that thing come to pass. He just needs your yes. He just wants your yes because he's a gentleman. He's not going to force you to do anything. But he just wants your yes. And once you give him that yes and you trust him, even if you don't know, you don't understand where he's taking you, he's going to give you the resources. He's going to give you the finances. He's going to give you the people. You're going to be stepping into rooms and people are going to be talking to you, right? Your name is going to be in rooms you haven't even stepped in. They're going to call you with the finances. They're going to call you with the opportunities. No mean next opportunity. So if you get rejected, it's just a redirection. It's not rejection, it's a redirection. And some people got to get off they stop. This life journey is a bus stop. Everybody's not going to go with you. Stop holding on to people. And I'm talking to myself too. Stop holding on to people that's not meant to go with you. That story and that chapter in your story is up. It's time to turn the page. I know you love these people. I know you're comfortable and familiar with these people. It's time to let these people go. And it's okay. And let them go. Release with love. Let them go without any malice in your heart and any anger. It is what it is. You know, sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with you guys falling out. Sometimes it's just, you know, it's time for them to go. Right? And then sometimes people are broken and unhealed. They don't have anything to do with you. That's not a projection on you. It's just they haven't taken the time to heal and you have. You're doing the work and they're not. So God knows that their ways and their mindsets and their heart posture is going to poison you and is going to delay you from your blessings. And that's why he had to take them. They didn't walk out your life. He redirected them. He redirected you. And that's why he had to take them out your life. Right? So, I don't know where that came from. That must be Holy Spirit activate. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm still in the bed. I'm resting. But I'm going to tap in with you guys more. I really am. And what I'm going to do, because I've been really busy too, besides the fasting, I really been working, been counseling. I'm a life coach. Yes, I'm a life coach. Oh my goodness. So much has happened since the new year started. So I am a life coach. I'm a life coach. I counsel, just mainly grief and just people in life in general, what they want to do with their life. And, you know, sorry about that, you guys. I had received a call and it interrupted the recording. But anyway, I'm about to go anyway. I just mainly want to tap in with you guys, check in with you guys, and let you guys know. So we're going to do some quick announcements. But I love you guys. I want to thank you guys for the success of this podcast. You know, I thank God every day for him dropping that in my spirit. So the announcements for today is I do have a new app. So I did a free app. You guys tune into that, download that. I'm trying to think. I would drop all that in this podcast details. The link that you can get to the app and everything, and just to check me out on my social medias, all that. I would drop that in the podcast details. But it's download the app. It's free. It's gonna have different the prayer list, prayer walks, notes, you know, different sermons, I just want to bring you guys into my walk with Jesus. I want to bring you guys into my walk where I'm authentically myself. But I love the Lord and I love Jesus, because I've noticed as I watch some of these social media platforms, you know, the cry is people don't know where to go. They want to start this new walk with Jesus, but then they don't know how to be their authentic self because the harsh judgments of the modern day Pharisees, right? And so I just encourage you guys as I leave, because I got to do, I'm going on some auditions. I'm doing some audition submissions, and of course I'm a life and health insurance agent as well. So I'm a life insurance agent. Ooh, honey, I wear a lot of hats now I think about it. But I'm a life and health insurance agent, and enrollment period has started. Well, has been started, but I'm in the enrollment period. And then also I am in their entertainment business as well. So I'm sending out some self-submissions today. Super excited about it. I'm stepping back into that because I'm not going to hold you. I've been grieving a lot. The holiday